With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Love to pass. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Love. Fighting Harris over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Love from the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run this with Akers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
On 3rd down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Back at the 27.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 51 yards.
26-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. This is Hines. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
Logan Wilson on the tackle.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Now it's Hines. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Always a pleasure.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
On for the extra point.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1.
That's how we do it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
47-yard line.
10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Chiefs, nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd and 1, Mahomes quickly to Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line.
Chiefs.
They run with Hines. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes is going to run it on the option. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up
shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bump.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
He's to the 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
His kick.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Browns 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Down at the 42-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Hill, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes, flushed out right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And some room to work. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll make it third down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Following the interception, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at the 34. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had another coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, it's Hill. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A run for Hill. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That good for 22 and a first down.
First down and goal to go.
They'll run it with Hill. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal.
Now here's Hill. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Fighting through, and he's got space. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Love. Throw left side complete. That's Barber. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Love looking to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and goal from the 6. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 4th down now after a loss loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. They'll run it with Hill. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll try to run with Hines. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Chase Claypool, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now.
37. Chiefs 22.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming. And
all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Cam Akers, 75 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Now this is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20.
Can't be denied, boy.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
The Chiefs will set up.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Going back to Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First down, Love to pass. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
And the Browns first down.
Off the play fake, Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Barber. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air again, Love. Dancing to his left, and the ball comes out. Love lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but You know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
You just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way. And you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle, that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Final score, Browns.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Cleveland, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Kansas